Hello, YouTube. I thought a lot about what I wanted to do for this new entry on my channel, and I didn't really want to do a holy crap, so I thought a sharing challenge would be interesting. And I say challenge, but that's not really the right word for it. What I want you guys to do is share a little bit about people who have changed your life, someone who may have passed away, like a family member or a friend, and just like a cherished memory that you have of them, something like that. And I'll start off. 7 years ago, I lost my mother to pancreatic cancer. She was diagnosed in February of 2001, and the doctors originally gave her 2 weeks to live. 4 months later, she died on Father's Day, June 17th, 2001. And it's funny, her death has taught me so much about life. It's shaped who I am as a person. It's helped me understand the importance of the people in my life, family members, friends, and just deepened my love for them. And after 7 years, the things that I remember most are those quirks and foibles that made her my mother. Like she would get into these boxing matches with my dad in the kitchen, and I laugh about it every time I think of these times. She would stick her arms out like this, and she would just jab at my dad, and she'd prance around on her feet like one of those old-time boxers. And my dad just couldn't take it. Like he would double over and just laugh until his face was beet red, and he could barely breathe. And my mom won these little arguments. Or those huge glasses that she wore that made her look like an insect. She also made Christmas cookies every year around the holiday season, and she would put them in the porch because I lived in Minnesota, so the porch was like a lot like a refrigerator, and my brother and sister and I would go in and steal the cookies. And every year right after Thanksgiving, I could always guarantee that one day I would come home and she would have a copy of Bing Crosby's White Christmas running through the stereo, and she had all of our Christmas boxes out with all of the decorations, and she would be singing along with Bing Crosby and just decorating the house. And that's one of the things I cherish most, one of those memories. Also, I'm going to share with you a picture. It might not seem that great to some, but when my mom was diagnosed with cancer, it just completely ravaged her body. Whenever she was awake, she was in pain. She rejected liquids. She wouldn't eat anymore, so her body just deteriorated at a very fast rate. So one day I had this assignment for my photography class that we had to go home and take a picture of something we care about. So I went home and walked into the living room very quietly because my mom did hospice care. She didn't want to be in the hospital, so the hospital bed was right in the living room. So I walked in quietly, I set down my bag, I took out the camera, and I just started taking pictures because I could only bear looking at her and watching her when she was sleeping during this time, because it was the only moments when she wasn't in pain, when she was dreaming. She was the most peaceful. So I woke her up and I told her that I loved her, and she fell asleep before I finished saying that sentence. But this is one of my most prized possessions because it allowed me to see, I don't know, it makes that time not seem so unbearable. So yes, that is my sharing. I would love it, absolutely love it, if you took the time to make a video response or left a comment. Just somebody who changed your life that might not be a part of it anymore. It could be a family member, like I said, a friend. You might not even know the person, maybe a musician or a writer. Just somebody who has impacted your life in a powerful way, and just share a little memory of them, something that you still remember and you remember fondly. So thank you. Yeah.